Hello. Oh, my goodness sakes. How are you guys? Good day. Hello. Hello. Good morning. I am Lori LaRose. I have Active Stamping here on Facebook as well as on Instagram. Head over there. I haven't done anything for a while. I cut my own bangs, so ignore them right now. So I came to sit on my desk here and I'm thinking, oh my goodness sakes. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at everything. It's bad. Okay, largely, I haven't been on a live for about a month. My husband and I were traveling through Uruguay, and you're like, where? It was so funny. I said that the other day to the lady. Nothing says welcome home like a mammogram. Can I just tell you? I phoned yesterday to make an appointment for my annual mammogram, and they're like, oh, there's a cancellation like in an hour. Oh, okay, I may as well come in. So anyways, I said something, and she's like, where? And it's like, well, yeah, where is right. It's a little country of about 3 million people, and it's sandwiched in between Brazil and Argentina. And it has some beautiful beaches. So that was one thing. It also has, which is kind of remarkable, a world-class rugby team. So that is actually sort of the precipice of that. My husband was like, hey, let's go to Uruguay. So we did. So I haven't done a live, so I haven't had to look at myself in the camera for like a month. And it's kind of like a little overwhelming, can I just say? I don't even know if I looked in a mirror, let's face it. We were doing some heavy traveling. Anyways, okay, so I'm gonna pop you down and we'll get talking. Hi Keisha, how you doing? I did do a class last night, so I have a monthly class with a community. I have a weekly class. I have a monthly club that we do weekly classes on Wednesday night. They are a Zoom. If you can make it, that's great, but they are recorded if you can't make it. You can still catch all the activity. And it's in a beautiful, wonderful, warm community that has inspires each other, and we are shopping from our own stash there. But I am showing you some new stuff today for sure. I'm a little overwhelmed with what I want to show you because I had some stuff being shipped when I was arriving back, essentially. Anyways, long and the short, my desk is covered in Christmas cards still, so I'm a little confused. But anyways, okay, I'm going to pop you down because this is not working for me. And Keisha started going live over on Can't Spell Crafter with a, I think the can't is also with a K. Yeah, Can't Spell Crafters. And she says she doesn't like it when she didn't flip herself down because it makes her dizzy, and I was thinking of that. So I was like, oh yeah, it does make you dizzy. Oopsie. And we talked about the vertical and the horizontal orientation of this, and I'm still kind of, I know I did vertical for years. So I started doing lives about, oh gosh, I don't know now, 3 years, maybe going on 4 years. 3.5, 4.5, something, many years ago. Let's go with that. Every day. I did 100 days in a row was my object, my idea. And then I went from there. Anyways, I did the vertical forever. It's kind of a neater way of having it on a person's phone. But then some Facebook guru told me I needed to do it the other way. So now I do it this way, and now I have all this dead space. So it does drive me a little bit crazy, and it's narrow this way. So I have never really liked it this way. And then Facebook did something to narrow it. So initially it was okay, and now it's not. So now, anyways, it's all just coming back to me now as I'm sitting here. Okay, I'm going to just start stamping because I actually don't have a clear idea, and not necessarily a whole bunch of... I won't use strawberry slush. I have heard that there's a couple new, that's not strawberry slush, so what is that one over there? Maybe it is. Oh, maybe that's what's coming back. Maybe it's not as old as strawberry slush. No, I think people were talking it was. So Sweet Sorbet was one of the last new in colors, and I really love it. It was probably my, well, those ones were my favorites, period. Oh, man. Colors would be nice. You know what? We're going to do something really weird today. Just because I'm looking at these things and going for it. Okay, I'm just pulling some inks. I don't even know if these guys work together. Well, let's do... Okay, let's do that. I don't know, you guys. We'll just make it work. Hello, Anita. How are you doing? Nice. Well, you just missed my smiling face there for a second, but thanks. I cut my bangs when I came home. I was a little frustrated with them. Okay, full story on that in a couple seconds. in the month that I was gone, they definitely were growing. So I was aware that they were a little longer than I like them to be. Whatever, my hair was always kind of a mess, right? Because we're in the beach and it didn't really matter too much and blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, okay, whatever. Long and the short, okay, this Terrific Toadstools is a must-have. Can I just tell you? They are super cute, wonderful. When I've been browsing a little tiny bit, there was all sorts of great ideas with them in all sorts of different colors. And I think actually, I'm not going to do it today, but I actually think some people might have been, once they stamped them, then maybe they were watercoloring them, like smudging the, because they're definitely a solid. I'm trying to think, what was I watching them do? And I was like, that's right, that makes sense. Anyways, my bangs were driving me a little bit crazy. Happened to go into this, okay, too many stories to tell probably in the whole time. I can't do them all right this very second, so that's okay. I'll relax and just have them come out naturally. Was in a coffee shop, which we were just about every single day. Okay, there was no just about. We were in a coffee shop every single day. And I went to the bathroom. It was a unisex sink bathroom. And the young boy from the shop had a pair of scissors there right at the sink and a mirror. And I was like, oh! So I looked at him, and between my bad Spanish and some miming, you'd be proud of me, Anita. I was using my Duolingo, and my husband started doing Duolingo. So that was kind of fun. Are you still really active at it? I know that you had, and I was trying to think when I was telling him about you, actually, you were being thought of on our trip. I think, are you at 300 days? You must be at way more than that. Are you at 1,000 days streak? Like, you have an incredible streak. Or you did. I don't know if you're still tracking along that or not. But I definitely know you were very, very active with it. So anyways, he began his Duolingo journey now too. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. Anyways, between my bad English, or my bad Spanish rather. Okay, I have bad English too, but let's not go into that. And miming. I do a lot of miming. I was telling people, are like, do you speak Spanish? And I was like, well, I know charades. Do you know charades? Like, you could do well down there too. Anyways, I indicated I'd like to cut my bangs. Oh, okay. And I mean, I thought he's kind of gross in a way, like, right? It's hair. I'm going to definitely drop it into the garbage, but like, there's several not good things about it. Do you know what I mean? He's like, okay. So he gives them to me, and I just snip, a couple little snips at my bangs, not too big of a deal. And I'm thinking nothing can be worse, and it's all good. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful that is. Woo! Oh, I'm doing another one of them. That's beautiful. So I snip my hair. I offered to wash them. So, and then, I don't know, I guess I must have been washing my hands and slushing out the sink a little tiny bit. He left. I didn't necessarily even notice him going, except I probably said thanks or whatever. And, so when I go out, I see the three, because they're all just young, right? Like, I'm old. I'm 58, and they're definitely younger than me. What is going on here? What is going on here? Hang on a second. And I come out and I kind of glance over towards them, and they're all like kind of giggling and not pointing, but I know they're talking about me cutting my hair in the bathroom there. So I pirouetted, and then we all laughed, and it was really fun. Anyways, okay. So I am just stamping a few of these little guys. I'm going to have to punch them out here. And I brought over as well this copper clay. So I'm going to stamp another one of them. I do like this going on here. I'm going to stamp one and see what it looks like, but I'm not going to get too stressed. I do have a cloth here. Phew. I was going to say the one thing I didn't necessarily bring in here is a cloth to be changing colors with. Anyways, we had a few huge highlights. And I will talk about them in the coming days. Oh, okay. I love this color, but I'm not sure if we're going to use that one today or not. Okay. I know I made one card with this before I left. Not sure where it is. We made a really neat card last night. So we'd love to have you come and join us on our monthly club. It's called, no, it's not called. I have a group called Creativity for Everyone. I made a neat card from that class back, I guess in October, they told me last night. I was sure it would have been late November that I made a Christmas card, for goodness sakes. And I reused this idea because it's a fabulous card to make this card. If you're a member of my actual demonstrator team, I band together with 16 other demonstrators, and our entire groups come together once every 5 months, 4 months. I don't know how often we get together. But 3 or 4 times a year, we have a super Saturday, and we each teach an idea, and you get a jam-packed, plus all the history of all the years that we've done it already, but like 16 different fancy folds, fun ideas, all sorts of stuff come together as a team member. And no time better than right now to become a team member than during celebration, because there's deals going on. You can talk to me about that if you're thinking you'd like to save money and buy at wholesale instead of retail. There's that option as well always. Anyways, this paper is super fun. I kind of showed it the other day, like the other day, 100,000 years ago, but it's got all sorts of little pieces to work with, and big pieces. Can I just say, a few of these, well, also 4 of these actually, I will show you separated from this, but so many fun little pieces. So I made, oh, there's that cake right there. Okay, so that's the cake. And I added a couple ones behind it and a simple happy birthday, and fixed that all up pretty, right? That's the basis of some paper from there. But these guys, if you look at the back of a card, they are a complete card. Da-da! You'd be done, right? Do you know what I mean? It'd be like da-da! So it's kind of good. Hi, Mari. Hi, Laura. Thanks, Laura. Oh, good for you, Anita. So you must be like way up there. Hi, Caroline. Are you just about ready to go to bed? Probably, hey? And there we go. So these guys are complete cards. Like, right? They're done for you cards. Pretty nice. The paper is kind of just, I guess, I feel like it might be just thicker than DSP. But, so yeah, it's not cards, it's not cardstock. It's more, what do you call it? Okay, I will tell you that I actually didn't opt for the punch on these guys, so I actually have to cut them all out quickly. I think the last time I used this, I had pre-done a couple of them, so you didn't have to watch me cut. I'm back and forth on the punch, obviously, for my own self. I don't know why I didn't 100% get it. I think I was pretending to be storage. I don't know that I was completely sold on the set, whether I was going to love it. And for shapes, I'm totally a punch girl, because you can punch out like 1,000 shapes. Some of the, I'm not sure what I'm trying to tell you. When I was making cards for the seniors with the kids from the schools, just before Christmas, I was using the polar bear, I was using the moose, and the punch was the whole reason I chose those ones. I was using so for doing classes, I love the punches, obviously. This one is, the multi ones are, I guess, what caused me a bit of problem. And I used one of those too, and the kids were laughing because I guess it's the reindeer. There's a reindeer. And when you make the punch, I've used, if you guys know what I'm talking about, it's from 100 years ago, by the way. So I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 22 years. And that's part of the reason why we're doing the Shop Your Stash, because like so many of you guys, we have a lot of product that we shove to the back of our shelves, and they're fabulous. I was looking up, what was I looking for the other day? What was I looking for yesterday, literally? I'm not sure what I was looking. What was I looking for? I don't know. Not sure what I was looking for, but what I did find was a whole bunch of other fabulous things. So it was like, yeah, I really need to mix and match some of these things. I actually think, girls, get ready. I think we're going to do a real retro this coming month here and go really far back. How far can you go? I think we might have a couple weeks of that funness. Anyway, so yes, Wednesday nights we do our live class. It's $50 a month. There's no obligation to continue along for several months or whatever, but it is fun. And We have a Facebook group, and we got to re-enliven it a little tiny bit, and I don't think I'm going to use that one. So those are my 3 right now. So yeah, punch I didn't get. I don't know why. A lot of times you have to fuss around a little bit more than I like to for straight cuts. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. But I do have a lot of punches that they're my favorite thing in the whole world. So I'm a both ways girl. Okay. This is fun. So the other one that I loved, I got this Elements of Text, and I'm thinking I might be able to do something with this. So this is only 90%. I'm just seeing that. So this is going to be larger than I'm ever thinking. I should open it up then. Oh, yes. So I could do something on the side, or I could do something through that whole circle. And I think I'll do this. I think this will be kind of nice. And I think I'm going to save that lovely copper for this now. So let's see how this goes. This is going to be a simple card, but hopefully really fabulous. I have no idea. So in case you are just popping along and thinking, what is this girl mumbling about? Why is she doing that? What's she doing? She's not very professional. You're right. That's okay. I hope I give you hope that you can do anything you want to too because of that. Last night we made this little fun card, also again working with A, an older set, but B, this fun paper again, hey? And this paper has a whole sheet of tag size stuff as well. So I pulled that in for that little fun card. So just about every week is a fun fold, I have to tell you. One of the gals, Keisha, said last night that before she'd met me, she might have made 2 fun folds in her life. And now she's been part of the club for a couple years. And she's like, I never made so many fun folds in my life, and I love it. So kind of fun. Fun. Okay, what's this? A handy snandy 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's just about perfect. I'm going to go down to 5 1/4 by 4 instead. And I wonder if I do this on white or if I do it on crumb cake. Where is my crumb cake? I kind of like the idea of doing it on crumb cake. Now that I went and cut that. Hold on one second. One moment, please. Cut this at 4. Oh, 5 1/4. All right. And I need a big one of these guys for this. Hi, Roz. Hi, Shirley. So you get to see how I develop. Now this one is going to be interesting because it should be straight actually. All right. So I'm going to do this. Okay, I don't know why I did that way, but anyways. So this is text. And if I'm not going up or down, it'll be okay, but I need to make sure I'm going the right way, which would be this way. That'll be straight. I'm looking at the rubber and it's like, there's nothing straight about this. All right, this will be my hack for you today. I don't usually cut my rubber until I put a label on it. In the old days, I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator long enough that in the old days, we actually had to cut all of our red rubber. We literally cut out our stamps. So I have red rubber scissors. So what I'm trying to do is have a little straight edge there that will line that up. And I'm not sure that that's straight or not, but don't do this at home, children. I'm just teasing. I would recommend taking some chicken shears and cutting a straight edge on these guys. For whatever reason, even this one's not straight, it's slanting down. So it's not a straight edge either. But I can't straight edge it, so I'm not going to worry about that. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. I don't feel like that's a straight. Anyways, that's enough of that muttering and mumbling. I'll put that on there. We'll see how that goes. It's probably good enough for the girls I go with. Okay, here we go. Copper. So what you see with me is the process, basically, right from start to finish. And I'm just going to test this just a smidgen on the back of a pad. Oh, look, I have all sorts of stamping on here. I want to stamp this right along that line. See how it does. Line's always handy. Look at that. It's going to be fantastic. And then also it's the right way. So see, double test. Yay. So now I have to decide, do I want to do it at the top or the bottom? And so this is what you see. There is no card off. Okay, there's several cards. Let's make no mistake. Let's clarify. There's all sorts of things on the periphery of my desk, but there's no card like this on the periphery of my desk that I am like, oh yeah, what am I really doing? No, I am winging it 100%. You see the mistakes and how I struggle from them and all the in between. I love red rubber, but I also... I'm surprised that they did this one in red rubber because it's got words like that. This would be one that I would definitely have liked to have been straight, not. Okay, so I can be center, up, down. I think I might go up and then I can have some words at the bottom. I'm hoping that I put that on there straight. Okay, here we go. Say a little prayer for me. Hello, Roz. Where are you from, Roz? I think I'd like to go to a coffee, have a coffee with you. All right, that looks pretty darn good. And I think the bottom line is it might be a little bit crookey-eyed, and that's okay too. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's really not that critical. Well, okay. I don't think you want it totally sideways, but it's supposed to be cool. I am curious now how everybody else is dealing with that, actually. Okay, so now I'm going to put a couple of these guys on here. It's like funky. The other thing that I've seen is how the people are placing these guys. And I believe they should all go like that. So I'm going to get in my glue here. Where's my glue? Here's my glue. I'm going to close this just to save getting in trouble. And then this has some fun words like you are magical. And hi, Tabitha. How are you doing, Missy? Are you watching me while you work? Whistle while you work. Some people whistle while they work, and some people watch Lori while they work. So I have to tell you, Tab, this your sister gave me this beautiful bracelet from one of her travels, and I was as close, so it's a little Argentine penguin, actually. And that's not why she gave it to me at all. She had no idea, like, you know, oh, that's not the right one. Come on, silly Billy. Put that on the right one. Oh, I know also what I was thinking. Oh, you know what? But they did do it this way. Okay, I kind of say. Lots of times the punches leave a big little white edge. And of course, if this is the way you're putting that on, it'd be nice if it was just straight up there. Oh. And you will know, you can spot the people who are cutting these out because the punch, now I'm just coming to light here, the punch cuts it out right to the edge. I do teach my kids that if you leave a little white edge, generally, you don't actually need to be as perfect because people, so lots of times you're putting it on white and it's just popped up is why you want it punched out. So then you're really not seeing how it's cut or not cut. Do you know what I mean? But even when it's on here, the white, our eye just accepts the white, whereas if you made a really big crookey-eyed on the color, it does make a bit of a difference. Does that make sense? So anyways, yes, the punch, I had forgotten about that. The punch cuts right down to the edge, which sometimes when you're joining in like this, it's nice not to have anything but color on color, right? Okay, so anyways, when I was going, I took this down because I thought, oh, this is as close as me, and he's got some unpronounceable name. Can I just tell you? But when I was down there, at one point like during their winter, he actually came up closer to Buenos Aires. So I was like, he might be really close to me. And so it's an adopt a penguin, and he has a little tracker, and he was awfully close to Buenos Aires, so that was kind of cool. That's where we flew into and then took a ferry across to Uruguay, and I try to pretend I'm not fussy, but then I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have had all that on there. So then I get caught pretending like, oh, I'll just do this really hurriedly, but now I'm like, oh, I don't like all of that ugliness, and I'm doing it on crumb cake. I need it to be better. I need to be better. Okay, there we go. Anyways, my little guy actually lost. His name was Tiochak or something. Anyways, he lost his little tracker and he didn't have any insurance, they said. They sent me a little thing. They said, you can track another one. So they basically have another fellow in his same herd, and they're both down more closer to Ushuaia and stuff further away. But I was as close as I will ever get to him when I was there. So I wore him in camaraderie for that. But isn't that pretty? She's so thoughtful, that girl. I like her. I'm looking forward to going for a walk. She and I go walking here. I'm from Rocky Mountain House if people are new here and are thinking, where are you from? All right, so I'm going to put a little pile of mushrooms on here. This one has all sorts of fun words popping up to say hi. Just a little thank you. You are magical, which I think is hilarious. Can I just say? I don't know. I just think that's really funny. Magic mushrooms. Like, oh my gosh. What was Utah thinking? I think that's so funny. Okay. All right. So I'm going to pop him up for sure. He needs to come into life here. A palm tree and a tutu. I love that. It does, actually. He's not wrong. He's absolutely right. Now that you tell me that. I totally now I need to. Oh my gosh. Hang on a second. Where'd my little brown face go? Look at me. Now I got a brown face. Oh my gosh. Don't politically correct me there. I don't mean anything by that. Where'd he go? Oh, I didn't cut it out, did I? Where did it go? It's just going to match his body. Oh, that's not it. Where did it go? Didn't I not stamp a copper one? Where'd he go? I got to put a little face on him now. Oh, Roz. Now you set me off on a whirl. It's probably just faster just to stamp another one. Good Lord, how did it disappear? Ugh. Oh, for goodness sakes. That's enough of that foolishness. Here we go. We're just going to stamp another one. Where's the stamp go? Do-do-do-do. All right, so I won't stamp him that. I'll just do him this so he matches his body. I'll do it like... I need another. If I don't have to cut it out, it'll be even better. You guys are like, what are you doing? Well, I gotta see. He's gonna be so cute. Because really, I have thought about this as well. A tutu. I love that. But then I do want to color it. Oh, I can. Watch. Okay, so then we're gonna do this. And then let's see if I can do it fast. Maybe not. I should have 1005 little faces. Here's Taco Fiesta has faces. Let's see if they're the right size. Maybe it won't work. You guys are like, what are you doing? I know. I don't know where this card's going anyway, so this is a fun diversion. It needs to probably be bigger. And then this is totally a tutu. This is so fun. I'll do just a color I have on hand. Now you're seeing it, right? He is not wrong. Now all of a sudden the people are believers. And I'm a believer. I believe if I try. Do. Okay, I'm a nut. That's funny. I love it. I might have to work on that. Now I will never unsee that. That's cute. He is totally right. Tutu. Okay, I was doing something. I was cutting. That's what I was doing. I was cutting some. I need some dimensionals for this guy. Okay, that's one of them. And I think I'll dimensional him too. I should probably dimensional everybody, but okay. Oh, that's great. This also has a ladybug. Has a whole bunch of little guys. Little guys. This might do well with a couple little guys down the road. I'm going to put the poppin' up to say hi. I think I'm going to make this. Do I want... I just kept it. No, I didn't. Hold on. I decided that I didn't need this. So I don't need that shape. I'm just wondering if I just want to stamp on here or if I want to have words. And often I can go back to the words afterwards if I need to. But I think I'm just going to stamp straight direct. So, and popping up is kind of thick enough. I might like to, what do we have for our embossing powders? Do we have copper in our new embossing powders? Let's see. So they're sold in trios, and it is white, black, and clear, and gold, silver, and yay, copper. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna emboss this on here because it's gonna look fantastic. Maybe it'll be too much emphasis, but we're gonna try it. All right, so stay there. Do I have an embossing buddy? I should. I will tell you that an embossing buddy is key. Oh, there he is. Hoorah. Help my legs get over this cord. Who knew I would be doing calisthenics this morning? We did do one yoga class. We stayed in a geodome when we were down there. And of course, in keeping with a geodome vibe, she had Pilates classes. Oh my gosh, I need a Versamark. To emboss, to heat emboss, you need a Versamark or a sticky. Ours is just about sticky enough. I almost probably could do it with the ink color itself, but Versamark, embossing buddy. Embossing buddy keeps the powder just sticking where you want it to. Get rid of this little eyeball. Don't want to lose it to my little Taco Fiesta truck. I love that set. One of my favorites. So the embossing buddy allows it takes away the static of the paper, and the powder only sticks to what you want, i.e. the words, right? I'm going to stamp on my foam pad. I'm going to do it off to the side here. Hopefully that's straight. And then you need your powder. And I dump a lot on, why not? It just all goes back in the jar. And you need a piece of paper to knock this onto, which I happen to have here. Lucky me, unless they're doing something recently. Wipe it clean. And I am going to knock this back in the jar, just not underneath my camera. Geez, not anywhere. I've got so much stuff going on here. My camera is not hardly 8 inches above the workspace. And so when I put that piece of paper up, it like hits you guys in the face, and that's just rude. Okay. Always good idea to put your powder away. This has just a little tiny bit. I just need to, I'm just ticking it over there. And there it is. So hopefully everything looks dickety-boo. There's one little tiny dot there. I wonder if I can get it. There. And then we'll heat it up. It'll be awesome. I have no idea what these words say. Maybe if I took a picture of it and I could blow up the picture, hey? So I just hold my gun nice and even until it starts to melt. And then I chase it along just until it's melted. If you overdo it, you can burn your paper. But you also, it just melts back into the paper if you overdo it. So this might be pretty. Lay that down there. Move this out of the way. Holy golly, there's a mess going on here. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this. I'm going to glue it, girls. Who am I? I never glue. This is going to be ready to go in the mail. If you are watching on a replay or live right now, make some sort of comment. Hey, hello. And I will pop this in the mail to some dare I say, lucky participant, lucky, what do you call it? And I will say, it seems like, hello Canada girls, seems like my American girls are better at winning than you guys. I seem to end up sending a lot down to the States when I do this. I may have been hasty gluing that down because now I don't know where I want these guys. Okay, and Frisia. So there is celebrations going on right now in Canada. With every $75 that you're buying, you can earn product. One of the reasons to use Frisia right now would have been to actually, if I had the Frisia ribbon, is a freebie that you can buy. And it's a beautiful seam binding. It's really, really wonderful. I think I have it in a box somewhere, but maybe I chose not to get it. It's also very hidden. I'm going to show you now that it's the time of year. I think I left before celebration started, so I couldn't show the inside of the catalog. So there's all sorts of free stuff you can choose. And little hidden ones that you have no idea practically that they're also available, including this friendly little seagulls. So stinking cute. Yes, you need this set 100%. So make your first $75 order. And they're there. See, it's kind of hidden, but super cute. So I could, oh look, see, I'm not original at all. In fact, I think there's Frisia in this paper that you can also and need to get. Yes. And so you could totally tie a little bow on here in that color. I kind of want a boho color, but I don't even know if we have boho ribbon, for goodness sakes. So what time is it? I can maybe do a little hack, depending on the time. Very cute. Amazing that you actually glued it. I know. Who am I, Jan? Hey, I'm regretting it. Can I just say? Okay, what is this color that just flew out at me? Petunia Pop. I thought it looked a little dark. I have an old ribbon. Let's go old. That'll be lovely. I think I want blue though. I'll tie this. So this is an older ribbon that we had from, I don't know how many years ago. Sometimes I think, oh, wouldn't it be nice if I just put the date on some of this stuff, and then I would be able to tell you how old ago it was. I bought extra of this one. I don't know what was going, I don't know what other colors were with this one, but I remember buying extra of this one because the fresh Frisia was going to be around. So I'm not sure how that happened. And I don't know how old this ribbon is, or if it's even current, but we have a few different white ones, bottom line, and I have boho blends. Currently, my club, I forget about what all I have going on. I have a blends club actually, and if you wanted to, I'm just going to color this blue because I want a blue ribbon. If you wanted to get started in the club, it's you choosing the colors that you want as you want them. You have 4 months to finish it. Right now with the $75 dealio, generally I say buy 4, they're $15, that's $60, that's nice and lovely. This year, definitely we need to go to 75. So you can either add whatever you'd like on for another 15 so that you get a celebration set. You could buy 2 of these. Anyways, I can help you get the best money value possible. But basically, if you buy 5 of these, the 4 times, you get to do a shopping spree at the end. After your first order, and yes, this is a little wet, FYI. If you, after your first order, I send you a little free gift. And after your 4th order, you have a shopping spree. And depending on how much you've spent during those 4 months, it'll be minimum of, isn't that pretty? It'll be a minimum of $35, I think it is. 25. I don't know. Let's go with 35. What the heck? I'm feeling generous today. Hold me to that. Look how gorgeous that is. Ha ha! Perfect. So that's your blends. And you can buy, like I said, 4 at a time. I do find quite a few people do the first 2 sets quite quickly. Like they do 1, then about like within 3 weeks, practically even before the ones come. Like sometimes they order another 5 or 4, and then lots of times they wait the month, and then it becomes the monthly club. They often finish in 3 months instead. You can do it every 3 weeks. You can do it every 2 weeks. You can do it as you think you'd like to, basically. And If you complete it within the 4 months, you go on a shopping spree. Some people buy more blends. A lot of people join, actually, honestly, for a second go of it. So they actually, with that, they put it towards a bundle, which is really nice when the bundles here in Canada are like 75 and 80. One of the bundles I was looking at yesterday is $89. Some new online stuff dropping. Really fabulous. What the heck set was it that was like 89? I was like, oi, 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 oi. I don't really want that right parallel, but it seems like that's where it's ending up. That just looks like it just dropped in the middle of nowhere, doesn't it? Maybe I need this up a little bit so I can put that one where I want it. What are you doing? My gosh. Look at this. I'm going to have this card really done. I have no idea what time it is. The colors are pretty, hey? I didn't realize freesia was being used. I started... Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad I'm in the swing. Okay. What do you guys think? So? And then to mount it onto... What is this? This is copper. That might be nice. Copper might be nice to go on darker. I could do tone on tone, possibly. And I'll grab the boho just in case. I'm pretty sure freesia's not going to be the answer, but boho might be. Where is boho? I feel like boho... boho we've had for a long time. It feels like a friend. I've got a friend. I am really going to town here, girls. I'm actually scoring this because the score's out. What am I looking for? Oh, also this. Oh, here. Good gracious. All right. I have lost track of all time. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so that's on the copper. I kind of like a tone on tone, probably better. But let's see what it looks like in blue. I had a bone folder here just last night. So all the things I babbled about, if you have questions, please touch base with me. Oh, and I'm also doing a paper share now that I'm back in town. I'm a little slow to the gate. But touch base with me if you're interested. I have a $36 for a quarter pack of several packages. We've got Everyday Happiness, Cute as Can Be, the Bokeh 6x6 paper, Mixed Media, the Otter paper, Marbled paper, and I threw in this beautiful Refreshed Beauty, it's called, and actually a quarter pack of it would be brilliant, and it's down to $11.90 on sale. So all of those packages for $35. Yeah, I think it's $35. I think it's $35. Do you like the hesitancy there? Anyways, if you're interested. Oh, now that's kind of nice. What do you guys think of that? Do you like the blue? Or just tone on tone? Do you like, okay, going back a long time, I did with the kids for Christmas time. We had this little tiny, isn't that a cute set? I love that little one. That was an oldie. That was on their 25th, I think. They revisited a whole bunch of their things. Do you prefer the craft on craft or the blue? And FYI, I should have started off with, and I will say it now, and I might say it in the description. Thursday mornings were dedicated for the last couple months to the ABCs of techniques, and we will get back to that next week. My mind was not there this morning, as you can see, but yes, next week we will start back with the ABCs. Keisha and I were not positive if we were on. We did kissing already, which this is actually kind of seems almost like a kissing technique, but it's so we were not sure if we were on L or M. Maybe some of you know better than us, but she will get me on track for next Thursday morning at 10 a.m. live. We do the ABCs, 1, 2, 3s of techniques, and teaching some of the oldie moldies of techniques. So we did like the Joseph's Technicolor Dream Coat. We were working with chalks. We did heat embossing for H. La la la. All right. Boho. All right, Roz, you win. You and your tutu. All right, I'll leave it with that. I'll put it on there. Like I said, people, if you're watching just now as I finally finish the card, drop a little note whether you're watching on a recording or you're watching now live. You guys will all get in here if you say, hey. But yeah, I'll throw you all into a hat and I'll send out a card on Monday from who wins. You guys have the weekend to watch, okay? So everybody, put in your name for the draw. That's the card. How fun. Yay, it turned out. Okay, so Blends Club, Sign Up Club, Community Club. Oh my gosh. Celebration. There's so much stuff to do. And now, on top of it all, paper share. You are going to be so busy sorting through what you need to do with me coming over the weekend. All right, I will be live tomorrow night with cocktails. Imagine mixing this with drinks. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, cocktails and cards tomorrow night live at 8. It'll be great. Mountain time. See you there. Bye, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today.